After 8 months of effort and hard work, our Year 11 students finally hosted their personal project exhibition on March 7th. Personal project is an essential component in the MYP. Students get the opportunity to explore their own passion and their own interests. This offers them opportunity also to engage in inquiry, learning, and also to develop their critical thinking skills, creative thinking skills, and also problem-solving skills. And this year, each student embarks on a very unique journey to create their own product that reflects on their personal growth, learning growth. And this also offers them opportunity to build meaningful and special connection with our school community. We are quite excited of all these innovative projects developed by our students.
Hello, this is Year 11 Minchang Kim. So this is my personal project. I want to be a game developer in the future, so I chose my topic as making our school into the 3D video game. I get the pictures of my school and I recreate it in the digital world. I made school buildings model and I also program the day and night cycle system, and I also add function that can character run, so like people can explore the school more fast.
So for my personal project, it was to explore about how artists use visual elements, well, such as color and symbolism, to express their personal identity. And my product goal was to create an animation. It's hand-drawn and 2D, around 5 minutes. For my future, I want to be an animator, so I believe it's a very good experience to try how to make animations. Including learning the knowledge about identity was a completely new idea about myself and about art.
Hello, my name is Ablay Khan. My product is making 3D combat animation, focusing on boxing techniques, and my learning goal is understanding the realistic movement. Firstly, I was focusing on finding tutorials, and after that, making the product, focusing on animation and making the characters, which is dummies. They follow the animation lead. Basically, it took 6 months on making the product. First month I was focusing on making the character, and other 5 months I was focusing on the whole animation, on understanding the realistic body movement. The Blender was completely new for me, and the challenges was learning something new. ATL skill, perseverance, was really useful for me. I didn't give up, even though it was really hard to learn something completely new. And I'm proud of making my product, which was really hard and complicated. Looking at the success criteria, animation, style, finished work, and character design, it fits to the success criteria that I chose.
So my personal project is about arm wrestling, and my learning goal is to deepen my understanding to the sport of arm wrestling and then present all my understanding in a visual form. And my product goal is to create a video and post it on social media to raise public awareness of the sport, and also to teach people how to avoid injury. Related ATLs are self-management and research. Self-management because when I create the video, there's multiple steps and I have to manage my time well in order to successfully create the video. Research in order to gain enough information to present. And on the left side, I did a research investigating the relationship between grip strength and arm wrestling, and it was quite successful. The reason why I chose this project and then to make the video is because I find that people often have some misconceptions about the sport of arm wrestling, and also if they arm wrestle in the wrong way, they will break their arms. So one of the other purpose of this personal project is to tell people how to avoid injuries during arm wrestling. During the process of exhibition, I think I was successful in teaching some teachers the right way of arm wrestling, and if they know how to arm wrestle in the right way, they can likely avoid all the injuries that will potentially happen in the future. So overall, I feel pretty proud of my project because all the process went pretty successfully, although there were some challenges.
Hi, so this is my product. I made a book about my dog, and my learning goal was to learn how to write a book, and the actual product was the book itself in English and in Spanish. I wrote a book because I really like reading and writing, and I thought it would be something fun and new that I hadn't done before. It was about my dog being a party planner. It's kind of a fictional story. So to get to that, I did things like an action plan, and I just did steps with research, and then after the book was finished, I gave it to some teachers, and they gave me feedback on what they believed my book achieved. And then I used the reflection for my report. I learned the use of vocabulary in stories and how to choose a target audience, because I thought that I could just write standard words, but you have to make it catered for the people who are reading it.
My topic is about researching about the impact of air pollution on a children's lung function in inner city neighborhoods. Of course, when I was making my product, I wanted to expand more on this, so I decided having an awareness campaign would be the best thing to present that. It includes 3 elements. I included flyers that I posted around the school, I created an informative video which is also engaging, and I also spoke out to my classmates and a couple of teachers for a speech. Mainly when I was doing my personal project, I used a lot of skills such as research, because something like this needs to be researched thoroughly in order for me to help other audiences understand it better. Because there's a lot of new vocabulary that I had to learn that some maybe like PYP kids didn't really understand, or parents that are English isn't their first language. That was a really important part of it. Then communication, of course, I had to talk and email to so many different teachers to get my video up, and also to look into creating like better air pollution policies for our school, and also like getting permission to post my flyers around the school. And then I would say that critical thinking was another really big part of it, because I had to think thoroughly, whose story do I want to tell, what do I want to include, because a topic like air pollution is so vague. So I think that really helped me like narrow down from my question and kind of focus on the things that really matter in an awareness campaign.
Hi, I'm Minyu, and in this project I started this Association of Students Animals Protection with my friends living in different wards. So I thought one of my strengths is that I have connections with people all around the world, so I kind of used this strength in this project. So there were 2 main things that we did to protect the endangered species in our environment. First of all, we wrote the articles about human impacts on the environment and the species to raise the awareness of the readers. And secondly, we also did some of fundraising markets to sell handmade goods, and we donated the profit to the bigger environmental organizations such as the WWF. So in this project, I effectively used learning and research skills and thinking skills, and I'm really satisfied with my overall outcome of this project.
My personal project was mainly about scientifically proving acupuncture. Why do I do this project? It's because of my personal experience. I injured my ankle 1 year ago, and I went to do my first acupuncture in my life. The acupuncturist stabbed a needle in my thumb, and my ankle was totally cured and I could walk. It was very amazing, and I questioned that why acupuncture is not used in hospital. And I figured out that the problem is the acupuncture is never scientifically proven. So my goal of this project was to prove acupuncture like scientifically. So I learned acupuncture by reading these 4 Chinese medicine books, and also a book about neurology. So I combined them together, and I figured out that each acupoint has matching nerves accordingly. After research, I figured out that not all the acupoints are scientifically working. However, what I see from this research is that this traditional medicine and modern medicine can be combined together. The creative skill I use in my project is creative thinking, because I need to understand modern and traditional medicine together and learn these 2 concepts is my own conclusion of project.
My main topic for my personal project is learn about how to transfer my idea to the short story connecting with the global issue. When I was 12 years old, I still like white tiger, which is I thought so unique and pretty, and I was thinking why they're different from the other tigers. As I was searching about the white tiger, I just knew that there were a lot of strabismus and special molecules in it, and we never know it and we never saw it. And also, I never learned about this until I searched about this information. I was curious, like, why they're making white tiger? They know like this kind of problems would happen. I was searching deeply about it, and the another thing that I learned is that it's because of the leucism, which is that their price are much higher than other tiger because they have white furs and they just look unique. And I just thought if this leucism problem doesn't change, none of the problems were gonna be solved. For ATS skill, I just use a lot of thinking skill, and also I use the research because I need a lot of information to write this. For the product goal, I wrote a short story with connecting to the global issues. The story is to show other readers how the white tiger is mistreated by other humans and we're not knowing about it. And I wish that the readers know this, and I hope this kind of mistreatment stops.